Hi there, I'm April A. Bear, and it looks like you're registered in my COM 116 class, Critical Reasoning in Daily Life. I've created this short video to explain a little about how the class is set up, what kinds of things you'll be learning about, the expectations regarding our class interactions, assignment requirements, and some general tips about how to get the most out of this course. So, let's get started. When you log into Canvas on the first day of classes, find the link to our COM 116 homepage. When you click on it, it's going to look something like this. I like to put my syllabus right on the homepage, so it's always going to be there for your reference. On it, you'll see my contact information, like my CSN email address and my office location at the Henderson campus. However, if you need to contact me during the semester, the best way is over here through the Canvas inbox, as I'm more likely to see and respond to it quicker than if it's sent through the CSN email. I usually respond within a few hours, although during weekends it might take me a little longer. So what's this class about? Well, to put it simply, critical thinking is thinking about thinking. We're going to look at how and why we come to think in particular ways and apply that understanding to the way that we communicate in our everyday lives. Good critical thinking skills help you to effectively identify and analyze arguments and truth claims in order to make reasonable decisions about what to do and what to believe, as well as to help you formulate and express clear and understandable reasoning that supports good, solid conclusions. The course text is simply titled Critical Thinking. It's by Brooke Moore and Richard Parker. If you're going to purchase or rent a physical copy of the textbook, please make sure it comes with the McGraw-Hill Connect access code. There's a video link right here on the syllabus page that shows you how to register for Connect. It's fairly easy to do, and you only have to do it once. In fact, if you don't want a physical copy of the textbook, you can just register and pay for Connect access, and you'll have full access to the ebook for the entire semester. As you probably know, this is a fully online class, so we're not going to be meeting in person. However, I do my best to create a classroom-like atmosphere, so you don't feel like you're doing this all alone, that you know that I'm here for you, and that the other students are as interested in the material and each other as you are. We're going to get to know one another, and we will be having some great and thought-provoking conversations. But in order to accomplish this, you need to understand and commit to the challenges of an online course in order to keep up with the work. You need to set aside time each week to watch my video lectures, complete the SmartBook assignments, and read, post, and comment on our discussion boards. I recommend a minimum of 3 hours per week, although on certain weeks there might also be a quiz or an essay to complete that would take additional time. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but I've tried to organize it in a way that makes it easy for you to navigate. Let me show you how the modules are laid out. So I'll click on the module link, and it takes me to this page. There's a First Things First module with a short student success workshop that you have to complete and a discussion board where you can get to know each other and tell us a little bit about yourself. But let me go on to this next module, which is about chapters 1 and 2. The first page right here is the learning objectives for this module. These learning objectives tell you what you should know by the time you're done. And a good thing about this page is that you can use it to review for the module quiz, so keep that in mind. Then, if you go down here and click Next, it takes you to my Chapter 1 video lecture page. Now, I usually break the chapters down into 2 fairly short lectures. So you would watch them one at a time, then move on to the SmartBook assignment. Now, it can't be accessed yet because the semester hasn't started, but you would find it right here. Then you would move on to the discussion board assignment that you would read, respond to, and then comment on. For example, in this one, I'm having you listen to an episode of my podcast. That's right, I have a podcast. Then respond to my discussion question and then comment on someone else's response. Let's go back to the module. So you've got the video lecture, the Smart Book assignment, and the discussion board. And so this sequence continues for Chapter 2, and then the final thing in this module is the quiz on Chapters 1 and 2. Quizzes are worth 50 points, and you have an hour to complete them. So as you can see, some modules, like this one, contain 3 chapters. That one contains 3 chapters. And that one has 2 chapters, as does that one. And at the bottom of this page is the module containing the formal writing assignments, which are the critical evaluation essay and the argumentative essay. And there's a video for each one of them that explains the assignment requirements and how to put them together. There's also an extra credit assignment. You get 10 points for working with our online librarian for the argumentative essay. Now, I try to keep current on grading. So it usually takes less than 24 hours after the due date to grade your discussions, and maybe 24 to 48 hours for the formal writing assignments. Be aware, though, that the Connect SmartBook assignments, which you access through Canvas, but which take you to the Connect webpage, those are graded automatically by Connect, and then the grades are posted to Canvas. But if you complete one after its due date, it won't be graded automatically, and you'll have to contact me. I'll check to make sure you've completed it and then manually input the grade. Oh, and that leads me to my late submissions policy. I deduct 2 points for late SmartBook assignments and for late discussion board assignments. I deduct 5 points for late quiz submissions, and if your critical evaluation essay is late, I also deduct 5 points. And I deduct 10 points for late argumentative essays. And by late, I mean submitted after 11:59 p.m. on the due date. So very carefully check the due dates on all the assignments. Now, if you have some kind of emergency, like your computer crashed and deleted your entire paper or something of that nature, please let me know and I'll work with you. It's important to remember that cheating and plagiarism will not be tolerated in my class. So I follow the academic integrity policy, and you can find it at this link right here. So make sure you've read it and that you're aware of what it says. And if you need disability accommodations, you need to go through the DRC, the Disability Resource Center, and they contact me. So the final grade for this course will be calculated in this way: 120 points total for the discussion assignments, 120 points for the Connect SmartBook assignments, 250 points for the quizzes, 40 points for the critical evaluation assignment, and 100 points for the argumentative essay. So the final total possible points is 630. One more thing. On our discussion pages, we will at times be discussing topics about which people might hold strong opinions. I'm going to read this disclaimer straight out of the syllabus because it's important that you understand. These discussions are not to be used to insult or demean other students about their opinions on topics. Those who insist on doing so will have their comments deleted and receive 0 points for the assignment. I'm not kidding. The entire point of this course is to teach you to acknowledge your cognitive biases, rise above fallacious arguments, and focus instead on claims, evidence, and reasoning. This does not mean that you should simply accept what someone says as the truth. A good skeptic has an open mind, yet asks for good, solid evidence and reasoning before accepting a claim. They are also willing to seek out the best sources of evidence and use common sense. So, this class isn't about teaching you how to win an argument. It's about carefully considering the claims, evidence, and reasoning of not just others' arguments, but your own arguments. And that can be an eye-opening and sometimes humbling experience. but it will serve you well throughout your life and affect your career and your relationships in a positive way. Okay, I think that's it. If you have a question about the class that didn't get answered in this video, feel free to contact me and I'd be glad to help you. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. I'll talk to you soon.